process, I finally decided to buy a chrono because it is an important part of your airsoft equipment. There are obviously many choices, so I just decided to go with the Acetech model, which I will show in a second, because I saw a video from Fast Airsoft, and it really intrigued me and kind of had everything I wanted, or I thought I wanted. That's not to be taken negatively. I mean, because I have no experience with chronos, so only time will tell. But in a way, you have to make a decision somewhere. So that's why I just went with the Acetech one. So what did I exactly get? I got the Acetech 6000 MKIII BT. BT standing for Bluetooth. This model has seen several iterations, obviously, because this is a Mark III model. And this is the exclusive edition, because you know me, I have to get all the fancy versions, so I got the exclusive edition. That's not really the point, but why I got the exclusive edition was because the price difference, which I will tell you in a moment, was not that much compared to the intermediate model. So that's why I went for the exclusive edition. And for me, it was worth every penny. So before I talk about this one in particular, I do feel I have to explain the different versions. So as I told you, this is the exclusive edition. This is the highest tier version. Then you got an intermediate model, and then you got the basic model. So the basic model is basically this chrono, but it doesn't have Bluetooth capability. So that's something I will explain when I go over the model itself in this box. So basic model doesn't have Bluetooth, and that is pretty much it. So aside from that, you get everything that's in the box, well, except one thing, but I'll explain that as the video goes on. So that's actually the only difference. So the chrono itself, the only difference, no Bluetooth. That is basically the basic model. You still get all the other things that come with it. Then you have the intermediate model. That model is literally this one inside the exclusive edition. It has Bluetooth capability. Now you're thinking, what is the difference? Well, the material inside, what they call the shooting tube, so that's the tube you shoot your BBs through, that is made of plastic, as the base model. And then the exclusive edition. So that I will explain the exclusive edition, and you understand what the other two differences is that you get with the exclusive edition. Price-wise, if you go for the basic version, you're looking at $89.99, which is basically 90 euros. Then you got the 99 version, or 100 euros. And then this, the exclusive edition, which is 109, or, well, 110. As always, we go over the box. It's a very plain box, but instantly recognizable as Acetech. You got always the orange colors, a very plain and simple picture, denotations about its capabilities, Bluetooth, and that I'll explain in a second why it says Android or iOS. The QR codes. This is a sort of product code for warehouses. Another marking basically the same on this side with all the important, because it's an electronic product and all of that. And then on the bottom, in case you still don't know what it is. I left the lip open because it took me like half an hour to get it out, and I tore it almost completely off. So it's firmly secure. So once we open the box, we'll put that to the side. We are greeted by what is one of the things that is exclusive to the exclusive edition, which is a carry case, which in my opinion, is that a hair? No, sorry. Which in my opinion is worth the €10 increase alone already. So if you look a bit over the carry case itself, I mean, to me, it doesn't come across as cheap. It's nicely made, and especially considering, as I just said, it's only a €10 jump upwards from the intermediate model that doesn't have this carry case. So for me, I was like, yeah, I must have it, carry case. So yeah, it's a nice case, a nice aesthetics, instantly recognizable as Acetech. We got a nice logo here, a nice carry handle, so you can even attach it to somewhere. Functional zippers. I mean, that sounds silly, but decent zippers is something I have a thing for. So it has to again work properly. So I feel they've put in thought and effort for something that's basically just a tidbit, as they call it. But anyways, so once inside, we have our, so they even made a little mesh pouch which holds, in this instance, our sticker set. So this is something you always get with Acetech products. I know it's not very, I'll see if I can open it up for you, if I can find the, so just for you, I'll open it up. So it says, thank you for purchasing. Thank you for purchasing our Acetech product. And what else does it say? Earn a free tracer. Oh. Okay. Get 3 months additional warranty. Okay. So yeah, this is something you always get, Tracer or Chrono or any of their products. And then we have our nice manual. We'll go through that after we've done everything else. So outside the Tracer, there's two more things. We have our USB-C charging cable. So the side of the Chrono and our standard USB connection. So USB-C to USB charging cable. Our lovely Chrono itself. And last but not least, inside is this, a plastic shield. And it actually says on the back what it does. So basically you fold it up, you roll it up like that. Make sure you apply the sticker that's on it. And then you can slide it in the shooting tube. Now, why would you do that? Because you can also Chrono gel blasters with this one. And this allows you to protect your shooting tube from gel blasters, the gel balls itself, because not every BB or every gel blaster makes it all the way through the tube. You can always dip a little bit or tilt a little bit, and then it will ricochet off the side, inside, And well, with gel balls, I don't have to tell you what will happen then. So that's what this is for. So it stays nice and clean. And that's pretty much it. As you can see, completely empty. So we can put that to the side again. Okay, and now our lovely chrono. So here we have it. Here's our Acetech exclusive edition. Now, outside of the carry case, which I already showed you, the only difference between this one and the model that's 10 euros cheaper is that this has an aluminum shooting tube, or aluminium, whatever, aluminum internal discussion. So this one has an aluminum internal tube. The other two, despite which one you get, the basic or the intermediate, have plastic shooting tubes. So that's the only difference. So if you want the exclusive model, you'll get the aluminum shooting tube and the carry case. So now you know. That's the difference between this one and the intermediate model, as I like to call it. Now let's just go over the chrono externally a little bit. I like how they added a screen protector, not just for the screen itself, but the entirety of the front. There is, not sure how long this will last. Is that a coating or is that the color of the plastic? We got our nice denotation that it's Bluetooth capable. There is honestly no wrong manufacturing that I can see. It's all nice and clean. Let's turn it to the side. So we got a nice fit and finish. No excessive gaps or anything. As we move to the back, I'm trying to feel, I'm looking. That is literally, as you can see, almost millimeter perfect closed, especially with this tricky part where it's not where it meets the open part and then closes again. Here we have our charging port, again nicely fitted, all nice and straight. Well, this side is the same as the other one, but just to show you the continuity. So again, a nice fit and finish. Just looking. The tiniest difference here, and that's literally the only thing I can find if anyone else notices, the tiniest difference here. That's the only difference on something that's mass produced. Now here's a more important part. So what do we find here? This little tab is, because this comes with a battery pre-installed. Now I can tell you the type of battery, but I'm not sure if that actually matters, but I'll say it anyways. It's an 18650 lithium battery. This tab is because it's already in here, but how do they install the battery without it making contact and slowly draining? That's what this tab is for. They put it between the battery and the connecting terminal. So because you want to use it, you pull it out and then you charge it for 4 hours. That's what the manual says. So that's what this little tab is for. This allows them to install the battery and ship it without having to worry about the battery draining. And then we have this handy feature, which is a tripod mounting, tripod mount. So very handy, at least for me. So I'll give you the measurements about exactly which diameter and type it is. But again, very thoughtful that they included that here. But as you can see, you can still open the battery compartment and change the battery if you so wish. But I'm not sure why you would do that unless there's something wrong with the battery, which is always possible. Now, I did notice that on the website, they say battery model included, and there's like an asterisk. So it says with models without a battery, you have to purchase your own battery. So I haven't found any models that don't come with a battery, but my advisement is do be careful and always check if it comes with a battery. If not, then you have to buy your own batteries. So do keep that in mind. Make sure what are you getting. So also with the exclusive models, which I noticed, don't go for the pictures. Try to ask the store or whatever to make sure which model is this, because it might be offered cheaper. So if you go by the pictures, it will make you think, at least for me, oh, this is the exclusive edition, but it was the intermediate edition, but it had pictures of the exclusive edition. So do be careful when you're purchasing that you're purchasing the model you want. It's very important. I'm just going to go over what they if it will open. So this is what they claim. I will still have to verify it. Accurate readings for maximum performance. So they claim it will more accurately read the output of the replicas. This is something, as I just said, I will have to verify. Simple controls and intuitive menus. Now, simple controls. Well, yeah, we got our on and off button, and not sure what this one is yet. We have our 4 arrow buttons here. So simple, yeah. I can understand that. Intuitive menu, basically what that means is if you've never held one and you plug it in and you start to use it, it should go like it's your 500th day of using it. It should go like nothing. That's what they mean with intuitive. It should feel like it's normal. So that's what they claim. So again, I'll put that to the test. High visibility, full color display. Now, of course, this one's turned off so you can't see it, but here is an example. So we have a full color display. And you got all your readings, and you can change through your readings to select what you want. And this also notes a very fun feature about this one. This is warning limitation. So basically you will set a limitation and then it will warn you if you go over that. So you can easily, you can see it's marked in red where it has gone over the maximum. So this way you can test your replica and go, oh, it's going too hot there, which is very important if you want to feel it. So this way you're quickly getting a sight on, there's something wrong. It's shooting too hot, 4 out of 5 BBs or 5 out of 10 BBs. So that's actually quite a fun feature. The rate of fire range, that is important maybe for our more experienced buyers out there. So rate of fire range is 100 to 5,000 rounds per minute. And the speed range is 30 to 400 meters per second. I think that's quite ample, but again, I'm not experienced in these chronos yet, but for me that does sound plenty enough. I hope to be able to, I hope to be able to verify that as well. I don't know if you want to know the weight, but there you go. 317 grams, in case you care about. Yeah. The other models are about 285. That aluminum does add a little bit. Warranty is 12 months, but you could, didn't they mention it here? You can extend it with 3 months if you register it. So now, why would you want to they also mentioned that here. They claim optimized gun performance. Well, gun performance, replica performance. Basically, why would you want a chrono? Well, because you can't determine everything just from listening to it or firing it. You have to get some data, readings. So if you shoot your replica and it's going like up and down and up and down, then there's something wrong, because that's not logical. It should be within tolerance, quite stable. So it's very important to be able to understand how well your replica performs. And that's why a chrono is very important. To also make sure it's within limits, so you don't go off to the side, they chrono it and they say, oh, it's going too hot, you can't play. All that effort for taking, if you've built it, or if you've just fixed it and it's going too hot, you can't use it. So that's why one of these, maybe not this one particular, is very interesting to use. And that's basically it. So it's to make sure your replica, to test it, to frequently test it to make sure it's performing okay, because by that you can also determine where maybe a little bit, that it's going a bit rougher outside of sound noises and all of that. Also to make sure you've done your work properly, to make sure it's not firing too hot and all of that. So that's why a chrono is so important. And I've said, well, the controls and high visibility display screen. Why I'm not going over and turning it on and all of that is because I wanted to keep that for another video where I test all of the intuitive menus and high visibility and accurate readings, because I have to study up on it myself so that I try and give a proper video for all of you. So that's why I'm keeping it separate. So this is just the unboxing with a bit of information that will maybe help you with your purchasing. Now, why would you go with Bluetooth? Is because it allows you to display it on a bigger screen or save to your phone. And that is important, especially if you're maybe a field owner or you have a bit of trouble with your eyesight sometimes, like me, then it's easier to be able to read it off your phone than having to stare on the little screen. As good as it may be, I think the Bluetooth really adds to it. So it's a very, very handy feature, and that's something you have to keep in mind. Okay. Now I'm just going to go through the manual just to make sure. No, that's just safety and precautions. That's not important. Oh, okay. Well, don't just put your nozzle right in there. Keep a certain distance, especially with gas and gel blasters, because otherwise you'll ruin the readings, because the readings will be affected by the outburst of gas. But that's not really important for the unboxing. What kind of screen? Function menus. Obviously there's an app for it, because otherwise you can't sync it to your chrono. There's a lot of specifications. It's a 1-to-4 tripod mounting hole. So there you go. Size is 130 long, 108 wide, and 61 millimeters high. So there you go. Here we go. The 317 grams is with battery included. The 285 is without battery. Warranty, yada, yada, yada. And then it continues in another language. So basically, I've said the most important things. So, first impressions, I really like it. It looks well built. It feels solid. Doesn't rattle at all when you shake it. So, it's all looking very good. Now, obviously, that doesn't tell the whole story. I will still have to use it. I will still have to go through everything. But with sometimes first impressions is all you have. And I'm not regretting for the time being that I've bought this chrono. So, I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing video. Anything I might have missed, I will add in the other video just in case. But hopefully this will help you make a buying decision because you don't always have the chance to test one out. I do appreciate you for following me. If you have any questions regarding this one or any other videos or whatever, then you can contact me on YouTube. Easier is my Instagram, which is the same name, Tariodov, and just contact me there. You will recognize by the logo that you're on the right profile. And there we go. That's been the unboxing. Maybe a bit long, but I just like to add a bit of facts and tidbits to the video. So there you go. That's it. Take care. Have a nice day or evening, depending on where you're watching from. And do be safe. And I wish you all the best. Bye.